May 2nd, 2011. I've spent the last few hours, maybe a day or two, thinking about the death of Osama bin Laden. The story is that US commandos went into his compound and immediately were in a firefight with him and two other of his bodyguards. And they killed everybody. And they took his body, they tested his body, DNA samples, and then they gave him a burial out in the sea. That makes sense. I was skeptical. At first I was thinking that they could be lying. The US government could have made up this whole thing and he could still be alive, but after some time, and I guess I have a sense that now he's dead. It's very right how they handled his burial out in the sea. It would make no sense to place him in a country because of the things he did. But a lot of people are angry and they hate him. I was never directly affected by him. The United States is strategically located by itself from the rest of the world. Canada and Mexico are very neutral countries. But you shouldn't be happy that he's dead. It would be wrong, and if you are, then you are no better than him. And a lot of people get very upset because he's responsible for blowing up the World Trade Centers, and as if that's the worst thing that anyone has ever done. I can never imagine. Well, I guess I could try, but what happened to him to lead up to this point? I think he was upset. His home was invaded by the ideas of capitalism and money and greed. And even before the United States came into the picture, I'm sure he dealt with greedy people and people that stole from him and from his family and from his country and from their brothers and sisters. And he saw that I don't know if this is the correct word, but the evolution of people, it was more disgusting. And I think his idea, his philosophy of the life he wanted to create, the world he wanted, I don't think he wanted control of the whole world. I think he wanted to regain his region. I think he was very upset with Saudi Arabia, the wealthy princess that sat, the princess might as well call them princesses. And then they just exploited their people, and they continue to exploit their people. And on top of that, they do business with U.S. Anyways, I kind of feel sad that he was killed like that. But I guess it had to be done. It needed to get done. I'm not happy about it though. You don't fight violence with violence. But the alternative would have been what? If they were to capture him, it would create such a stir, and I think Obama's figured out how our media works. I hope the next few presidents are going to be able to figure that out, how they manipulate and they create the sensation. What's the word? I don't know, I just wanted to say that. I think personally he wanted to do something good. In his mind he saw something good. Just like the case of someone comes up to you out in the street and asks you for some money, and you're like, oh, I'm going to give you some money. And you feel good, you just helped somebody, you gave them money, but there's a good chance that that person is going to take that money and going to spend it on alcohol or drugs. And then did you do anything? Is that a good thing? You just enabled another person to continue through. Something like that, but on a grander scale. Yeah, using suicide bombers is not the most noble way of going about things, but what do you have to work with? I can only imagine the type of lifestyle people in Afghanistan have, in Saudi Arabia and Libya and all those places. He didn't believe in freedom though, and I try to understand that. That's one of his mistakes though. I can say he was wrong about that. You have to enable some type of freedom for the people, but not complete freedom. Like here you're gonna have a few problems, but they get addressed as they appear. That's pretty much it.